back again with Loki, episode 4. We're officially into the second half of this show, but then again, only 6 episodes, it's not that long. I am in a bit of a shitter right now, because it is Wednesday evening, and episode 3, at the time of me recording this, episode 3 is supposed to come out tomorrow night, and I still haven't finished editing it. Which means that if I cannot record this, and then edit episode 3 tonight, then I have to edit both episode 3 and 4 tomorrow. So, yeah, having a bit of problems here. Yeah. Just a combination of laziness and being busy with other things has led to this, so I'm a bit stressed. But speaking of last episode, it was a decent one. It was a very decent one. I liked it, getting to know Sylvie a bit better. Well, getting to know Sylvie at all. Which, bear in mind, we know bits about Sylvie, but we don't know exactly everything yet. There's still a lot more to know regarding her character. Like, still not completely sure of what her motive is, or what her end game is, really. She's been quite quiet about that, and now her and Loki are stuck on Lamentis 1 with the moon is collapsing, it's about to destroy the planet that they're on, and the only way, well, their only ways off have been destroyed. So first the Tempad is broken, and now the Ark, the escape vessel that they were trying to hijack and get off the planet on, has now been destroyed as well. So they are kind of stuck where they are right now, but I believe that the TVA is going to come in and rescue them at some point. I mean, they have to. I mean, they don't have to, but I think that's what will happen. But we're going to have to find out. I'm keeping this short and sweet right now, so let's just get into season 1, because there will be a season 2, episode 4 of Loki, starting now. Asgard. Oh, I love that music.
There's our variant.
Huh?
On the authority of the Timekeepers, I hereby arrest you for crimes against the sacred timeline.
Just taking a kid. Oh, that's Silver. Oh, I feel so bad for her. Oh, she escaped. Ah, yes. The one who got away, is it? We're actually seeing... Okay, I thought we were actually seeing them. Well, we did sort of see them, boys. Let's see more.
Look, I know there's protocol, but she could have information.
She's dead. Yes.
What? How?
But by the time she got in here, she could barely speak. The decline would steeper after that.
I didn't know.
Did she just die, or did you kill her?
We need to find them.
We will.
What's got her so emotional?
Do you think that what makes a Loki is the fact that we're destined to lose?
We may lose, but we don't die. We survive. And you did. You had rings around that. You're amazing.
We've got something. Temporal lock.
What is she doing? How is her touching him just done that? There we go. Back to where you started with them.
Well, what is this? You'll see. The TVA is lying to you. Put him in.
What is this now?
You!
Sif!
Sif! Bad memory prison? How quaint.
Ooh.
You! You conniving, craven,
Oh no.
You did this.
A loop.
Did Loki say anything while you were in there?
Yeah. So the TVA's lying to me. Why?
Just doing my job.
The first seed of suspicion.
How long have you been working for the variant? Me? Working for her? Please. She's already been groomed. So assume I do set you free. Exactly. What did you say? What? So funny.
He's seen through him. He's seen through him.
Look at your eyes. You like her. What? You like her. Forming this kind of sick, twisted romantic relationship. That's pure chaos. That's great reality. Breaking my
Fancying
reality
himself,
right
like I said.
What a incredible seismic narcissist. You fell for yourself. Her name was Sylvie. You're all variants. Everyone who works at the TVA. The timekeepers didn't create you. They kidnapped you from the timeline and erased your memories. So before this, you had a past. Maybe you had a family.
Jet skis.
A life. Nice try. Very good. You two, what a pair. Gosh. Unbelievable. Wherever you go, it's just death, destruction, the literal ends of worlds. Well, I'm going to have to close this.
Yeah. Sylvie enchanted her. So she's...
Come with me.
She seemed fine when I saw her. I mean, a little freaked, but fine.
Well, she quickly wasn't fine.
Okay.
Because she remembered.
Friends against time. Allies to the end. Friendship like ours is no common.
All right. I will see you later on.
One drink?
Got you too, didn't I?
Obvious. This is a career case. You sure you're okay?
I'm just exhausted. Dealing with all these Lokis.
Bit too suspicious. He's trying to get away too quickly. Too suspicious. Sloppy.
Show me.
I can't even tell what she's seen and I feel for her.
What now?
Suspicion. B-15 and Mobius are gonna work this out. And when they do, they're gonna need Lokis to help them.
I was there. This was real what I saw. This is a place that I've been. Calm down, I'm a variant. So are you. So is every single person in this place. I'm ending this.
There we go. There we go. Special friendship, eh?
Because the Nexus event the two of you caused, I think whatever that connection is, can bring this whole place down. So I just have to trust the word of two Lokis.
Pretty much.
How about the word of a friend?
That's a special friendship. I'm liking this.
I ride a jet ski. That's what I like to do. Just riding around on my jet ski.
Prune him. Wait for me at the elevator.
You are gonna regret that.
Who was in here with her?
Sorry, man. B-15, it's just...
Put out an alert for Hunter B-15. She too has been compromised by the variant.
I don't know if I should be happy, but I'm still so angry.
What was my Nexus event? Why did you bring me in?
What does it matter?
You want to know why you're being
It was
hunted.
enough to take my life from me.
I don't remember.
You cold-hearted bitch.
After all your struggle, at last you've arrived before us.
What do you want to say for yourself before you leave?
Fuck is this?
I've lost track of the number of times I've been killed, so go ahead. Do your worst.
For all time.
Here we go. Showdown in front of the timekeepers already? And they don't care. Go on.
This time, I finished the job.
Kill the cold-hearted bitch. Usually sticking them with the pointy end is the bad part, but the other end is even worse. It's a robot.
Then who created the TVA?
I thought this was it. Listen. Do it.
No. You're gonna tell me everything.
The sun should tumble from the sky.
Oh my god, I know there's a mid-credit scene somewhere. Is he alive? Is he alive? Well, he obviously is alive, we're looking at him, but... Who the hell? Richard E. Grant? Who the hell is they? What a mind boggle of a fucking episode! Ah, I liked that. Oh, I really liked that. That might be the best episode since the premiere. I mean, this is a typical thing. We've seen it before. It's a typical formula. You work for a super government agency, and then try and track down criminals. And when you track down the criminals, you realise that they're the ones who are actually trying to do something good, or something that makes more sense. And then the actual government agency thing is actually corrupt. It's a formula we've seen before, but still executed very well. They just immediately put you off with a bad taste for the TVA when it showed the flashback of kid Sylvie as a child, and then just watching her being taken away for some reason, but apparently no one remembers it anymore. Apparently they're probably never going to tell us, because they could have just told us in the elevator scene, but instead she said, "I don't remember." It's like the cold-hearted fucking bitch she is. I hate her. So yeah, just taking kid Sylvie. She looks so scared. I felt so bad for her. Like, how do you just take a child without telling her anything, and then make her go through all that? Yeah, TVA, bunch of twats. Can't wait to see them get ripped apart. Well, not necessarily the TVA, more like the people who are in charge, as in maybe timekeepers if there is such a thing, and that woman, I can't even be bothered to remember her name, I'm just going to call her Bitch. So, yeah, Bitch is annoying. And, yeah, she's trying to cover tracks by not letting Mobius, God rest his soul, or maybe not, but, yeah, not letting Mobius interrogate Sylvie, and then trying to killing C20 because Sylvie's powers can access her memories. It can access the memories of the TVA agents. So anyone that she's come into contact with has to be killed. If not by her, then by. I was about to say, is the TVA really the one killing all the Minutemen because they know about what Sylvie can do, but that was debunked because we've seen Sylvie kill TVA agents before. So yeah, just killed C20 because she knew what was there, what was real. Surprised to see Sif. That was a interesting cameo I didn't expect to see. I was surprised when she showed up. We still have not seen her since... I mean, this would be the first time we've seen her since Thor Dark World, or maybe even Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., if that's in continuity anymore. But if Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is not in continuity anymore, then this would be the first time that we've seen Sif since Thor Dark World, because she wasn't in Ragnarok. Although God knows why not. Then again, if she was in Thor Ragnarok, we probably would have been seen her get bitched out by Hela, just like the other Warriors 3 were. So yeah, just a constant time loop of Sif kneeing you in the bollocks and then punching you in the face. Yeah. It's not the best place to be. Imagine being trapped with your worst memory just going over and over again. I can't even remember what mine is, and just the thought of it terrifies me. Whilst Loki was in there getting his bollocks beaten, Mobius and B-15 were looking for answers. B-15, obviously Sylvie enchanted her a couple of episodes back, and she obviously got a bit of she got a bit of insight into what her life was before, and I suppose I've only just noticed it now. She's been B-15. She's been behaving a bit more. She's had a bit more emotion on her face compared to before. Like after she woke up from Sylvie's enchantment, she's had a bit more. She's behaved a bit more human as opposed to the stone-faced TVA agent that we had before went to Sylvie. And don't know why they had to go back to that rocks cart place. It just stand there in the rain. But I suppose it makes for a more dramatic scene, and asks Sylvie to show her memories, and I'm guessing she saw either everything or just enough to really convince her to go rogue against the TVA, which was badass. I thought she'd be the one. Out of all the TVA agents, besides Bitch, I thought she'd be like the steadfast one who would never betray. But turns out she was one of the two, which led us on to Mobius. He can't be dead, really, can it? Because Loki was pruned at the end of the episode as well, and then he was sent to this weird place where all these other Lokis are. At least that's what it looks like. Classic Loki costume. I mean, we've had that before in WandaVision when Wanda and Vision were wearing their classic costumes for the Halloween episode. So yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it so very much. Before I digress, if Loki was sent there, then maybe everyone that they prune doesn't just disintegrate them. Maybe they're just sent somewhere else. Because how can Mobius just be killed after having a lot of screen time in this episode as well? Like, most of this episode was Loki and Sylvie Sylvie was trapped in her cell and showing B-15 memories, and Loki was in the Sif prison, and it was up to Mobius to actually go looking for answers. I knew he was being too suspicious when he tried exiting her office too quickly, because up to this point he's never been in a hurry to really leave her office. He's always acting like he wants to stay there longer, and now this time immediately after you switch the temp pads, you like, right, I'm off, I'm going, I'll take my drink and go. So I was like, nah bro, you're being too obvious there. Too obvious. And he paid for it. He paid for it dearly. After having that lovely speech with Loki as well, telling him, Loki, you're right, I want to be your friend, and then he died! Surely he cannot be dead. Yeah, I was right, he had a jet ski. He wanted a fucking jet ski, and he had a jet ski, and he was going to have a fucking jet ski again. And then they took it from him. They took his fucking jet ski from him. How are you going to take a jet ski from a man and then prune him, probably send him somewhere else and possibly kill him, but more likely send him somewhere else because that's what happened to Loki? How are you going to do that to a man? Bitch. Talk about your special friendship as well. If you were a really special friend, he would have taken you on his jet ski with him. You would have wanted to go on his jet ski with him. Anyway, we eventually got to a meeting with the Timekeepers, Sylvie, Loki, and Bitch, and other TVA agents against... well, not against the Timekeepers, but Timekeepers were there as well. Well, we thought they were, but if they were ever there at all, led to a pretty decent fight. It was a decent fight scene of Loki versus TV agents and Sylvie versus Bitch. It was alright. The little B-15 came in there for about a second, then she was knocked out, so you were useful for a second, and then you weren't. So, but yeah, led to a fight scene. Sylvie knocking Bitch out for just a second, and then she decapitated one of the timekeepers, and then the other two just shut down. So I'm sure. I was wondering if Sylvie would have known they were robots, and that's the reason why they just. She was like, yeah, that's how they live forever, because they're robots. But no, she was probably expecting something else. She was definitely expecting something else. Loki was as well, as we all. But we got to see Timekeepers, at least we thought we did. I hate to see now that he might be dead, but Mobius was pissing me off earlier in the episode when he was talking about Loki and Sylvie getting it on. And yeah, brought it up. You fell in love with yourself. It's a classic Loki move. Why not? He is a narcissist, of course he's going to love himself. I mean, if you found a female version or a male version of yourself, depending on your sexuality or your gender, would you not? I mean, she's not completely like him. Loki and Sylvie are not exactly like each other, but they're close enough. Probably the only two people who understand each other. So why not? I don't know if I would. I find myself quite annoying. I'm looking to get more... I'm hoping to pick up a personality somewhere, where someone's selling one. Yeah, that was annoying me earlier in the episode, and then it came back later at the end of the episode when it looked like Loki was about to go in for it on her, on himself, on herself. And then he was pruned by Bitch. I don't know what's happened, but Bitch is begging for death now, and Sylvie's not going to give it to her. Hopefully hopefully all of next episode, it doesn't even have to cut away. I just want 50 minutes of Sylvie torturing her. It doesn't even have to cut away back to Loki or anything again. I just want 50 minutes of Sylvie torturing her. So, am I unreasonable for that? Because she had Mobius killed, possibly. If she did have Mobius killed and Mobius is dead, then she deserves 50 minutes of it. So, yeah. Now, who's interrogating who now? Sylvie's interrogating the Bitch, and the Bitch is going to tell her everything. That was interesting. This was very interesting. I liked it a lot. I've been going for a while now. Over an hour! How's this going to get onto my computer? Jesus Christ. I usually try and keep these videos, review and reaction separate. So, I lost focus. I can't believe it. Okay, so I suppose that's it for this episode. It was an awesome one. A very good one. I really liked it. So, yeah, that's all we've got for this week of Loki. I've got to edit last week's episode. So, until next time, we are over and out.